Hey there you guys, and welcome back to part 55 of my randomized reclassing round of Fire Emblem the Shadow Dragon. Today we're gonna start up the end game here, and I have actually, worked out some strategies here. We'll see though if I actually can defeat Medeus. It's gonna be, hard, if not impossible. I don't even know. Like, maybe we can work something out there with Cord and the Geosphere, some all-out suicide attack there where I just lose a whole bunch of units, yeah. But, we're just gonna have to wait and see. First of all here, before we even do anything on this map, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna forge a nice weapon for Cord here. Because I've been thinking, if he scores a crit on the final boss with a Silver Axe, he will be able to deal some serious damage there. So yeah, I'm thinking like, what if we do something like this, and we could even bump up the crit some. I think the crit component is more important than the actual might at this point. Yeah, something like that, and yeah. Oh man, I cannot afford to miss here. I could go and sell a few more items here, but I think I'm gonna have to be happy like this. Yeah, we're gonna go like this, and what do you guys think we should name this axe? I have a perfect name. There you go. The axe name is gonna be Vamos Deus. Begone Deus, or Begone Medeus, yeah. A little bit of Spanish there. Hopefully that makes sense. Vamos Deus will be our final axe of the game. Hopefully we can score a crit with Cord. Yeah, I think we just gotta go all out here. Yeah, the main reason I'm giving it to Cord is, because he's a berserker, so with a little bit of luck, he could potentially just send the Medeus flying there, like hurt him real bad, take off half health, if not even more, and Cord is gonna get a few more level ups here whilst we play the map, so yeah, he could actually become very important there against the final boss. So yeah, that's part of my strat there, and then I just want to go over everything here. Like, as you can see, I only have so many units here out on the map. I only have 11 units brought with me. Like, up here in the top right corner, I won't have any characters to feed. Like, I just don't have enough units. And so we're just gonna leave this hallway, empty. And then at some point, obviously we gotta get one of our units in here and block off this staircase, but I'll worry about that later. That's not for current Nick to, worry about there. But these two staircases, however, we are definitely gonna plug up. Yeah, we have Navarre. Yeah, we have Navarre here with the Excalibur Tome and the Bolganon, and some nice stays there. And of course, Tiki is gonna come here too. On the other side of the map, we had a Dragon Pike type weapon there, and yeah, I actually went and looked up online if the Iotis shield there actually helps for mana kits, and apparently no, I was wrong there. You cannot become, quote-unquote immune to the Dragon Pike type weapon there. Yeah, you actually can only use it on flyers there, the shield I mean, so yeah, there you go. But yeah, Tiki is gonna have to punch out from this room here. I am thinking Merrick can help out perhaps a little bit with, this hero here with the Levin sword, and obviously we gotta deal with this Pachyderm, but that's not gonna be so bad. Of course, the only annoying thing here is that the ballisticians actually move around on this map, which, yeah, fun times ahead. And of course, we have so many dangerous units here, with all kinds of really annoying weaponry, like with Brave Swords, we have Mage Stones, Brave Lances, yeah, the whole 9 yards. This is a very dangerous map. They have actually made it harder from Mystery of the Emblem here, quite a bit, I will say. And yeah, this guy has got to go before he reaches Tiki there. But yeah, this is why I have such a strong team here, Dolph, Shida, and Merrick. They are my top tier fighters here of the group, and yeah, like Shida, I might just wanna break out the Parthia bow here and see if we can't kick this guy in the nuts, right out of the get-go. Yeah, there you go. Because this guy could cause some damage with the Brave Sword there, and then Merrick can probably just run on out here and maybe take the Pachyderm out. I actually gave him the Gradivu lance here and the star sphere, because I thought, well, you know what, I need my star player Merrick here to just run around and well, take out as many units as possible. Like, he's way more efficient than Tiki at taking out the regular mobs, but she is gonna be more important for the final boss there. So yeah, hopefully this all makes sense. And yeah, of course now we have Core here too. He's got a hammer in case he needs to, well, hurt some generals there. But you know, I'm thinking that maybe I was gonna say maybe we wanna give him a regular silver axe here too, but you know, he can probably just use the Medeus because, well, after he's taken his shot at Medeus there, well, yeah, it's gonna be gone either way. So yeah, as long as we have one durability left on it, you know, for the final fight there, then I'll be good to go there, I suppose. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do here, you know, or how we're gonna handle things. It's gonna be a long and painful map. Oh, and in between episodes, I actually noticed that Medeus has a range of 1 to 2 here. I don't think he had that back in Mystery of the Emblem, although I might just misremember. I might misremember. But yeah, let's just get this show on the road. Holy crap. Let's save on up. And yeah, I actually prepared for way longer than, well, 20 minutes or whatever it said there. Yeah, I've been preparing for like the better part of an hour or so. It's just that I've already saved off camera. But yeah, let's see. We made it. Now we just have to find Medeus. Sire, Lord Godo is here to see you. Yeah, that's right. We actually will get Godo here with the Fortify staff there, which is nice, but yeah. Marth, you have fought splendidly. Lord Godo, what are you doing here? I washed my hands of humankind and their foolish ways long ago. But you and your companions have convinced me that was a rash decision. Perhaps there is hope for you yet. Allow me to offer what help I can. You mean you'll fight with us? Yes, I may lack the power to stop Medeus, but his visions are another story. Let this old man strike them down and clear a path for you, my boy. The gods have chosen you, Marth, Prince of Light. That sounds good. Come, my friends, we have a dragon to tame. Yeah, let's see if we can tame this bastard. Help me confine Medeus to the shadows for all eternity and bring light back into the world. Dude, how awesome would it be if I can't actually make this? Like, if I can find some way to, like, crit him down and, like, just send all my characters down into the abyss there, you know, just toss everything I have at him, and then eventually maybe Marth has enough strength to strike down the foul beast there. That would be so epic if I can actually make it work. It would be so hella epic. And here we have it. Oh, look at this, he actually comes with a Swarm Tome. You know, that's nice. But yeah, the Fortify I knew of, he always had that, like in the NES and in Mystery of the Emblem, so I figured he would have it here. Yeah, but the Swarm Tome can probably be nice here, you know. We can certainly use it to take out ballisticians. Yeah. But what I'm most curious about is, can we... Oh, well, I am slightly shy on damage here. So, you know what, I'm just gonna use the silver bow here then. We could still crit and take him out, you know. You never know. And even if you don't, at the very least, he's hurt. And oh, crap! Crap, my man! I misplayed. I know, yeah, I realized something. I was supposed to use the Geosphere here on turn 1 in order to weaken all the enemies, yeah. Damn it. Should I just restart? Yeah, I totally would have taken him out. I kind of want to restart, you guys. Should I? Yeah, because I was going to use the Geosphere and then run on up here with Merrick, take this guy out, and then I was going to use a Fortify. You know, I'm going to reset. I'll be back here in a second. Let's see. Is it Control R? Oh, yeah. There you go. See you guys in a second. And here we are. Okay, so everything is the same still, obviously. So, let's do things properly this time around. We're gonna pop the Geosphere. And let's see. Oh, wow. They actually made it so Medeus don't take damage from it. Yeah. Well, that's gonna make things a little bit harder. I still have my crit strat here, so I'm not gonna despair. I'm actually still in high spirits here. I'm actually super pumped to be playing here now. Like, I've never been at the final map here at such a, well, poor status here, or whatever you want to call it. Like, yeah, this is gonna be super cool to see if we can't make it work, you know. But yeah, obviously this ballistician has got to go. We cannot have him here, so we're just gonna send Merrick on his ass, and then hopefully, yeah, this guy should reach him now. And 31 damage, and we have lance to sword advantage, so yeah, we'll have him gone. And as soon as, like, Merrick is done over here, then I'm thinking I'm just gonna run over here and start clearing these guys out, right? That's gonna be, well, key here, to say the least. And I think we could open up this door, but in all honesty, it could be a good thing to not open it, because, like, if these enemies start spawning, then it is nice if we can have them funnel through here, you know. Well, but it's also gonna delay me if I do that. It's gonna delay me by a whole lot. Yeah, okay, you know what? I don't want to do that. I'm actually gonna do this here. Oh, and I now realize I never completely went over all my characters. Yeah, see, I actually took out a rapier on Marth, just in case he's got to strike a paladin or armored knight there. Yeah, that was my line of thinking there, in case you're curious. And now, let's see, yeah, before we forget, can we... Now we should be able to take him out here. Oh yeah, okay, actually, use this bow. And yes, you saw there, Shida too has a master key. She's a very important unit, she's hard for the enemies to kill, so yeah, therefore she has one. And then I also had a master key on Tiki there, but I believe I did show that. Yeah, you know what, let's just go around, or, well, yeah, let's go over the whole team here. Yeah, this is what Dolph looks like. He's got a pure water there. Minerva is the same. Yeah, Wolf is the same. And here we have Tiki. I gave her a Firestone just because she doesn't have the Starlight Orb on her, you know. She doesn't have unlimited Divine Stones. But for now, I'm gonna keep the Divine Stone equipped. You know, there isn't all that much game left, so I don't need to fret too much about it. And Maria apparently almost died from the Geosphere there. Here we have Palla. Yeah, honestly, I should probably just have sold her Master Seal and all her gear and, you know, maybe bumped up the crit or damage by another step there. That would have been better, I think. But, yeah, there you go. So that's what we're looking like. And here we have this guy. I'm not too worried about him, in all honesty. I am gonna do this, though. I am gonna shoot at him with the Swarm Tome. Oh, damn it, you can't hurt Medeus with the Swarm. But yeah, this makes sense, right? Let's start weakening this guy just a tad bit. And then I'm probably just gonna pop a Fortify here now. But yeah, there you go. Good damage. And here, let's use the Fresh Fortify. Okay, she didn't actually hold on to one. Well, let's just do this then. Yeah. Media is only at 9 magic. You know, Godo was at 11. Truth to be told, not that big a difference. This is fine. Yeah. There we go. And nice. Now everybody's sealed up. With the exception of Media, of course. We actually gotta get her up here. But yeah, this is super exciting. I really hope I can do this. And, you know, heck, as I said, even if I were to lose, I'm probably just gonna stop playing. Like, I'm gonna do my best. Don't worry. And heck, as I said there before, maybe I'll do a cheeky save there at some point, like if we really wanna beat Medeus. Like, that's a little bit cheesy, like having all my characters around him and just save before I strike and wait for a bunch of crits. That is nowhere near as epic as just, you know, relying on blind luck and still winning. So, yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards doing there. That would be way cooler. And, yeah, my Merrick is gonna take some damage here. That's for sure. I hope he survives. If he doesn't, I'm gonna reset. Just saying. Yeah, at this point, if I have to reset, well, then that's another thing entirely. And you know what? That guy had a Thoran book. Let's not have Dolph within his range. That's just... yeah, it's just not gonna hold up, you know? And of course, here we have this Pachyderm. So I think that Tiki, you're just gonna have to run in here on your own. I think she'll be fine. Like, this guy has a lot of damage, and this guy has ridiculous amounts of damage. Can he hit me twice? No. Tiki, my Tiki is maxed out in speed. I should be fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it right here on top of the door. We're gonna use a pure water. There you go. And then Navarre, do you want to step up? I think I do, because, well, the mage there might want to go for him. But I'm not going to use up my Excalibur. You see, like, with the Excalibur 2, maybe, just maybe, we could score a crit with that too on Medeus. And you know what, we have 16 uses of it. Just use it, my man. But there you go, everybody has smooth. Okay, let's see what the enemy does. Okay, I should have thought of that. Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, I could have lost Navarre. But, yeah, I didn't. Had I lost him, I would have just reset. You know, here on turn 1, I don't really care. I would have. So sue me. And you know what, Tiki probably would have died. Oh wow, but she one-shot him. Holy crap. Huh. Okay, so if I reset, or if I have to reset, I gotta remember. Well, decent level up. I gotta remember, put Navarre slightly higher up in the room so that he always gets shot at, so he soaks that ballistician shot there. Yeah, that's important actually. Because I do believe Tiki dies if she has to take the brunt of all 3 guys in here. Like, if both the ballistician, the hero, and the Manakite shot at her. That would be too much damage. And only 4 damage by this Dorian Armor Knight. Holy crap. He's gonna get his ass kicked. Jesus, he got one shot by Merrick. Oh my god. Merrick of the Round Table. What the heck. He's just insane. And actually, she wouldn't have died. Look at this. She would have been fine, seems like. Yeah, because, well, that Levian Sword guy can't actually hurt her. With the Pure Water and the built-in Magic Res of the Divine Stone, she's A-okay. And I mean, yeah. Imagine if I didn't have my Merrick. Where would we have been at this point in the game? It would have just been, well, hella sad to be playing. Hella freaking sad. And that's really all I'm gonna say on that. Yeah. And, oh yeah, that's right, we also have all those guys. Yoy, oh, yoy, am I right? And that Dragon Pike guy has got to go. He must not reach Tiki there. I actually didn't really look up those guys there too closely, like what they are carrying. Oh wow, all brave weapons, but they have very low damage. Huh. Yeah, you know, they hit twice, but Merrick is barely gonna lose any health. By tangling with them. Should I use another Geosphere here soon, by the way? I kinda wanna. But first of all, can I... I just barely don't reach. Damn it, my man. That would have been sick if I could have. Nope. Okay, we're gonna have to wait. Well, shucks. That sucks. That sucks, my chucks. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Just shut up. Okay, let's see. 26 damage. Okay, she'll take 10 by a brave lance guy here. Yeah, 10 damage in total. That's not so bad, especially considering we can heal her to full here, right? Oh, what the heck? She's just gonna cream this guy. She's really solid. Like, even on hard 3, like, I was despairing about her a little bit there before, but, you know, had she had a higher speed cap than 20, she probably would have just been way too good on higher difficulties, you know. It would have been way too easy to just max her out and, oh, well, here you go. Guaranteed win. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I see why they put the speed, skill, and luck cap at 20 on her. Yeah. So, basically, you gotta get lucky with strength. Yeah, so hopefully she can get lots of strength here now from what's left here of the map. And, you know, we gotta mark this guy. That's a shame, he doesn't reach Tiki. That's, yeah, that's a little bit annoying. Here's the question now, though. Do I want to use the Geosphere and just tack on a bunch of damage on a lot of enemy soldiers? The thing is, if I do, then they're gonna be so easy to take out here. But, yeah, see, they have 145 here. We gotta take him out. Like, yeah, Shida. I'm probably gonna send Shida on him. Can she reach on the next turn is the question. Like, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, she's gonna be just short. I don't wanna use Merrick to deal with that guy, though. Oh my god, Dolph. What the heck is up with your damage? Even with the hand axe, he is just busted. You know what? I'm still gonna use this. I need this guy too. well, be taken care of, like, for sure. He must not live. Yes, there you go. Very good job, Dolph. He's actually really pulling some heavy lifting here now. And yeah, I'm probably just gonna run on in here. We could use the Medeus flank and just one-tap this guy. But then again, he's probably gonna one-tap him with with the Gradivu there too. Yeah, Okay, well, you know, I'm probably not gonna use the Geosphere. Let's save it for a rainy day, is what I'm thinking here. This guy sucks, I'm not gonna bother with him. This is the guy I'm worried about. He's got that Forged Javelin. Yeah, he's got to go. So yeah, Merrick, he's just gonna keep going here on this rampage. And yeah, I'm not feeling too bad about soaking all this experience on him, you know. There are plenty of reinforcements on this map that we can grind later if I absolutely need to max out my stats. I am thinking for sure that I would like to max out core stats here, you know. That's an obvious one, right? Because, well, he's just got to crit the boss there, yeah. We cannot have him fail here. You know, we could use Swarm here again on this guy. Yeah, maybe we can defeat him now. I doubt it, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, the Swarm spellbook there doesn't deal a whole lot, I'm gonna be honest, but I mean, still, beats having nothing, right? Yeah, it's not looking too good. What about you, Wolf? No, okay, well, you know what, it was worth a shot, I guess. We could use the Geosphere, but it's not worth it just to kill one hero. Yeah, you know what. Let's calm down a little bit here. We can just sit here and chuck axes. That's gonna have to be good enough. I'm sorry I'm taking so long here. Boosh, but at the very least, he hits. That's nice. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna be very liberal with my fortifies here. I'm not gonna sit around and do cutting. I just want to be sure everybody's topped off here. So there you go. And level 18, a single point of luck. Not too bad. Should we fortify again, or am I happy like this? I don't think he's gonna die. 23. Yeah, no, he's not gonna die. Okay, I don't even need to do too much math here. As long as this guy is out of the range, we're safe there. And there are no more ballisticians here. Yeah, in all honesty, maybe this won't be that bad, you know, now that I look at it. No enemies are down here. Okay, good. Then, Merrick, you can sit right here. And no, don't use that. Use the regular recover. Yeah, I actually don't have immense staff on him. And, okay, please gain some speed. HP, like, dude. It's such a shame that my Navarre is so slow. Like, at the beginning of the game there, he was incredibly fast, but now he's just completely fallen off there. And yeah, these two ladies have got to be very careful. I am actually gonna run down with them here later and put them on the staircases here. So if they are shot, that's bad. And you know, this is why I gave Tiki the master key, so she can actually unlock the gate there. Yeah, that is actually quite key. But I might just give the key to Navarre so that he can sit here and potentially open up the door if he has to, because, well, Tiki has to, well, get her ass down here, you know, as soon as possible, and, well, soak some experience, and then Core can probably join her as well there. But, yeah, I do believe we're good to go here. Let's end our turn, and let's see what happens. And holy crap, we're up to 26 minutes here. Of course, I did fail my intro there for a little bit, so yeah, there is a little bit to cut out, but nothing too much. Okay, but just whatever, I guess. Let's see. Oh, damn. The physic guy is gonna be pesky. But you know what? This guy is still gonna be a gunner here, and he missed twice. Please crit him. Oh, damn it. Just wanted to rub it in there. But yeah, Merrick is just so damn powerful. Oh, here comes the Dragon Pack. Oh, he missed. Ah, I'm dying, you guys. Actually, survived. What the hell? But he's not gonna receive any healing, so joke's on him. And you know what? This is where we got to send Merrick. Yeah, right over there. Oh, crap, the doors are starting to shut. We gotta hurry. We have got to hurry, my man. We could... Okay, well, wait. What if we do this? What if... Is the ball gun on enough? Yeah, as long as I don't miss. If I miss, then that's a problem. I should have just used Excalibur. Why did I do that? That was a little bit dumb. And actually I hit. That was a crit. Very good. Nice job there. And now I am actually gonna... Well, let's see here. Should I just run out with Tiki? I think I will. Oh wait, we gotta open up the door, my man. Yeah, okay. We gotta do this. We gotta get the master key onto this guy. There you go. And just wait, and hopefully this door doesn't close on the next turn. That would be so assy. Maybe we just want to get Marth over there in case that happens. It's not like he's got anything else to do here. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna run here, I think. And yeah, we have all these guys here too. All these pesky-ass guys. Can we... We can probably defeat a few. Let's see. Heck, even Merrick can join in the fun there. And yeah, there is really nothing all that dangerous left on this side. We have that swarm guy, but like really, who cares about him? He is hella weak, you know? Hella friggin' weak, so... Here, take this guy out, Mr. Merrick. Boosh! You sends him flying. Very nice there. And then Dolph. He's at 7 luck here now, so he might actually be fine. Yeah, see, he can't be crit by these guys. That's nice. Yeah, no. No enemy can actually crit him anymore. Like, as long as there are no Manakid there. That is super nice, so yeah, we're just gonna have him sit here then. With his famous axe. The Manakir, yeah. Boosh, boosh. Yeah, same goes for the Manakir. As long as he has some of it left for the final guy there, you know, to toss that with. Then I'm happy with that, and that's nice. A skill point, that will increase his odds of critting. But you know what, now that I think about it, I'm probably just gonna bring the Halt Clear to Medeus here, see if we can't get lucky with a crit. And this guy doesn't reach, yeah, so... these guys are not gonna be able to do a whole lot. 23 damage, yeah, see, 9 plus 9. And yeah, okay, well, they are way too weak. And of course, we even have Sheeta left. And you know what, with the longbow, she can... Oh my god, yeah, let's just take his ass out. And you know what, actually Sheeta, Sheeta has some keys on her, right? Or was that in a old strat of mine? Yeah, no, she has them on her. Okay, good. Yeah, she's gonna run on over here and open up the door. Yeah, like, yeah, one of my earlier strategies was I was sitting around. I actually had, well, I had picked out, well, 16 amount of units, you know, the maximum. I don't actually remember how many that was, and at that point, I had spread out all my strongest guys across the map, but, you know, I figured, screw that, I'm just gonna, you know, what's the word? I'm just gonna join everybody together and go for a strong punch instead, if that makes sense. Yeah, but, yeah, just whatever, I guess. Let's see. I keep saying that. Do we need to heal? What do we need to do? Let's see, these gals can now start running, so let's start with that, I suppose, yeah. Even though they aren't very strong, they still have their, well, job to do down here. And I actually forget, I think it's on turn 5 enemies start spawning, so I don't have too much time left there. Yeah. But in worst case scenario, I'm just gonna plug up the stairs there with Tika and Navar, you know, until the gals get there. So it's no biggie, really. I'm just saying. It would have been nice if I could have been there slightly sooner. And I'm gonna try and get this experience onto Core here. And heck, I'm even gonna use the hammer here. Yeah, it's gonna be nice for the general behind this asshole here. And wow, he even crits. Holy freaking crap. Okay, please get some strength and skill and luck, you know, stuff that makes you crit. Well, HP and strength, no skill, but the defense is guessing nice. Oh my god, what the heck is up with me? The strength is nice, I guess. There you go. Yeah, when I get excited and talk too fast, yeah, I just... yeah, I just cannot speak properly. Let's see. Yeah, we have dealt with all of this. Actually, let's use our trusty map here. Yeah, things are going quite nicely so far here. I'm super excited actually to be doing this. Yeah, last time, you know, when I was playing, I was really, well, struck down there. I was down in the dumps. But, yeah, now that I've had myself a break from the game and I'm coming back here, I'm in a lot better mood here. So, yeah, I'm super hyped to do this or try it, you know. I'm gonna do it or die trying. I'd say my odds of killing Medeus are probably in the ballpark of 20-25%. Like, if I score a few crits and if I can just grind up all my units. It's definitely not impossible, it's just not very likely, is the thing. But I could do it, and yeah, I think that I'm just gonna decide on not, well, using the, well, save space here. So yeah, we're just gonna keep on going here for a little bit longer. And then, wait, can I... Yeah, see, wait, hold on a minute. This guy, if I go up and shoot the priest, then this guy will come up and shoot Sheeta in the face, because I'm sure she can one-round them. So we gotta do one of these here. Yeah, use the longbow, take him out. Another fortify is gone. Yeah, you know, I think we'll be able to get to Medeus in the next episode there. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep on playing here for a few more minutes, and then... Oh, wow, nice. Skill there is exactly what she needs in order to, well, once again, crit the final boss, dude. Ooh, this is gonna be so much fun. Yeah, okay, here. Stop being so giddish here and just, yeah, block off the stairs. Oh, damn it, I forgot. Oh, no. Oh, we gotta get the keys up there. The keys, we gotta get the keys. Marth. Oh, you know what, at the same time, Marth is needed here too, because, yeah, I might want to block off these stairs here as soon as possible too. We could probably just put, well, Mr. Godo there. Yeah, if we put Godo there and just hand him the... Oh, wow, you know what, this won't be so bad, start working on him. But, if you give him the... You know, just shoot on this guy. If we just give Godo the Fortify staff, then he can sit on... the stairs there and just, well, heal to his heart's content there, right? And just in case... Well, I was gonna say in case there spawns enemies from here, but I don't think that's possible. Like, at some point, enemies might come in up here, you know, bishops with fortifies or physics. That's how it goes in Mystery of the Emblem. Now, I did look at reinforcements list, and I couldn't see any enemies appearing up here, but... I am still not 100% convinced that that is not gonna be the case, so, in case there are enemies spawning over there later, I am gonna try and hold off on my warp stays there so that I can warp people and deal with the situation there, because there is no way I'm defeating Medeus with all those guys there. Although then again, since I'm just gonna do a Hail Mary, you know, with everybody, then the Fortify, I guess, doesn't really matter, even if they do come. Okay, yeah, so never mind. We don't need to hold on to our warps there. Now that I think about it. And you know, here's what we're gonna do. Merrick, you will pull in the snipers here. Yeah. Yeah, that will work out nicely, and then Dolph can get the kill. Unless, well, yeah, he crits there, which he did. Very nice. Very freaking nice. And yeah, I'm sure, I think there's gonna be reinforcements from over here, though, at some point. Which, yeah, I'm not too afraid of that. I think I'm just gonna park Merrick here at some point, you know. And yeah, hopefully with a little bit of luck, maybe Merrick too can, you know, run up with the with the Gradible Lance and just toss it at Medeus and deal some good damage there. Yeah. But let's see, we have that freaking dragon down here still. Do I even care about him all that much? Not really, but it would be nice to have him out of here, you know. Now I'm just sitting here, like, not knowing what to do, really. I could pull in this dragon, but that's a little bit scary. Scary. He is quite fast. He is a mage stone, though, or a mage stone guy. So we could pull him in with Godo, as long as I just magic rest buff him, right? Yeah. I think that is gonna be the strat. So Cord, move on out of the way. Then I'm probably just gonna use this lady to... here, yeah. We're gonna buff up Godo on the next turn. For now, let's just heal Cord up to full. There we are, and here, let's hand him a fortify staff as well. Yeah, there you go. Oh, damn it. You know, it would have been nice if somebody else could hold on to the swarm instead of Godo, yeah. And you know what, Godo, I might need your recovery there, so I'm gonna take it. But, yeah, there we are. Now, Morph coming up here, and... yeah, on the next turn, I must just remember... Oh, wait, yeah, here. We're gonna do this. Block off this door here so that, well, they don't close, essentially. And then, well, I guess, on the next turn, Navarre is gonna run on up here in the open, but it's gonna take him a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, oh my god, yeah, I really messed up here. I really did. And look at that, they are already spawning from in there. Yeah. Not that I mind, though. We can very easily deal with them. I would love to block off those staircases, too. But, yeah, here's the other thing, or the other deal. Like, on this map, I do believe enemies only spawn for 20 turns in total, which I believe is the exact same as back in Mystery of the Emblem. So, yeah, my point is just that before we face Medeus, I might just need to do a speed-up montage there whilst I just clear out all the enemies here. Because, yeah, I cannot... I cannot be split here, you know, whilst we're doing all of this. It's just not gonna work. And you know what? Why don't we do this? If you, Dolph, step here, take the key, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... oh, yeah, you know what? That's gonna work. Yep, so that's what I'm gonna do. Well, yeah, just take that, I guess. There you go. Wait, and now we might as well just heal him up. And then, once we have blocked off these staircases here, I'm probably gonna run down here with Tika and deal with that guy. Yeah, somebody needs to do that as well. And what exactly did spawn here? A weak Manakite, yeah, 2... well, actually, this guy isn't so weak, but this guy is kinda lame. 29 magic damage, 20 damage in total merit. You know what, that's not bad, but I don't necessarily fear it neither, or either. You know, it would be nice if I could just run around here and deal with that physic guy. Sure would be. And you know what, we can actually... we can just totally surprise this guy here. Wow, I can even one-shot him. What the hell? Okay, that guy doesn't scare me. You know, maybe we just want to use the Doga Bane here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's a little bit wasteful, but you know what? I want the dragon to be dealt with, so that's what I'm gonna do. He's gotta be gone right now. Okay, so we have dealt with all the enemies here on the right side now. We only have one guy left on the left side. That's nice. Now then, I'm gonna bring Cord on up here. And, yeah, Godo can probably just sit around here, you know. And be ready to run to the stairs. And then Marth is probably gonna have to use a door key there, yeah. So, just sit right there, I guess. Then Wolf, come on up. And Minerva. Yeah, stay clear of the dragon. And Merrick. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with you. Let's do this. He doesn't have any vulneraries, but he doesn't need healing right now. We can heal him on the next turn there. Yeah, he's just gonna run on up here as such, and we could even... that is not worth it. Sheeta... Maybe I'll just have Sheeta around here towards Marth, since they support each other up. That could come into play. And with that, we're done. So, yeah, let's just see what happens here. And we had a spawn there. Right, I think I saw one. Hopefully it's nothing that can kill Marth. Oh, that's gonna be so lame if that's the case. If I lose him here now. Please don't die. Oh my god. Oh, how assy. Everything was going so well and then I die. Are you kidding me? Oh, are you freaking kidding me, my man? Well, you know what? Fail run.